Morning, everybody. The September 5th, 2017 School Land Board meeting will now come to order. Before we begin our agenda for today, I wanted to welcome some guests. We have a few that have come into Austin. First, Dan Miller, who represents VOC Brazos, here to answer any questions on our right-of-way on highway lease in the consent agenda. Byron Bevers, who's an engineer with Lane Christensen, also available to answer any questions. Morgan Johnson, also on behalf of Lane, an attorney, coming in from the Woodlands. Michael Anderson, president of Lane Water Midstream as well, from Woodlands here to address any questions. And Byron Gieslin, a VP at Lane Christensen. Welcome. Thank you all for joining us this morning. Also want to welcome, we just sworn in our new board member, Scott Rohrman, who joins us from the greater Dallas area, has an extensive real estate background, both with large companies and as an entrepreneur. We welcome him today as a new member of the School Land Board. Welcome.
Thank you.
With that, our first item on the agenda is approval of the minutes. I am the only board member present that was in attendance on the August 1, 2017 School Land Board meeting, and having already reviewed those minutes and no questions, comments, or objections at the time, I will move, second, and approve the minutes as they have been reflected in the record. And so that will be confirmed. Next item on the agenda is number 2, which is the consent agenda. I don't believe that there were any changes made. So at this time, after Scott and I have had a chance to review and assuming no questions, comments, or objections, I could entertain a motion to confirm the consent agenda is posted. I can go ahead and move, so I'll go ahead and make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion is made, seconded, and carries unanimously to approve the consent agenda as posted. Items 3 through 6 will be held in executive session, and we will do so under Chapter 551, Subchapter D, Section 551.071 of the Government Code for discussion consideration regarding contemplated litigation or settlement offers, or to receive attorney advice or counsel related to items 3 through 6 in the docket. Subsection 551.072 will allow us to discuss and consider purchase, sale, exchange, lease, or value of real property related to items 3 through 6 in the docket. Following executive session, we'll reconvene in open session to complete the docket. The open session of the September 5, 2017 School Land Board meeting will now resume with item number 3.
Good morning. David Wells with Asset Management. Docket item 3 is consideration and possible action related to emergency rules and fee structure modifications for coastal leases, easements, or permits affected by Hurricane Harvey. And staff recommends approval of docket item 3 as per terms discussed in executive session.
Any questions at this time? I'll go ahead and move to approve that recommendation.
I'll second.
Motion is made, seconded, and carried unanimously to approve item number 3. Next item on the agenda is number 4.
Robert Hatter with Energy Resources Division. Docket item 4 is consideration and action on a potential water agreement in Culberson, Loving, Reeves, Ward, and Winkler counties. And staff recommends approval of docket item 4 under the terms discussed in executive session.
Any questions at this time? No questions. I'll go ahead and move.
I'll second.
Motion is made, seconded, and carried unanimously to approve item number 4. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is number 5.
Good morning, Amber Long, Asset Management. Staff recommends approval of the disposition of PSF land per the terms discussed in closed session. Any questions?
I'll go ahead and move.
Second.
Motion is made, seconded, and carried unanimously to approve item number 5. Thank you, Amber.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is number 6.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Members, for the record, Rusty Martin, Chief Investment Officer. Approval of this agenda item would constitute your approval of an investment by the General Land Office on behalf of the Permanent School Fund in NCAP Flat Rock Midstream 4, LP. The Investment Advisory Committee is recommending that Texglo invest $400 million on behalf of the Permanent School Fund in EFM4. EFM4 is a $3 billion limited partnership that will focus exclusively on providing growth capital to the midstream sector of the U.S. oil and gas industry, and it's a follow-on to the $3 billion INCAP Flat Rock Midstream Fund 3. EFM4 will focus on developing a diversified portfolio of midstream assets located in a variety of producing basins throughout the U.S. It will continue the strategy employed by previous EFM funds, which consist primarily of investing in assets or companies that provide midstream systems that are critical to producers of oil, natural gas, and natural gas liquids. The investment management staff and the Townsend Group worked with EFM representatives through a series of discussions and analysis to conduct due diligence on the fund. In addition, investment management staff met with EFM representatives in October 2016 and May of 2017, and EFM representatives made a detailed presentation on the fund to the IAC and Townsend on August 21st of this year. In conjunction with this review and analysis, investment management staff worked with legal counsel and Townsend to ensure that the proposed investment fits within the framework of the Texglo PSF Real Assets Investment Policy Statement and is in the best interest of the Permanent School Fund. Therefore, the IAC recommends that the School Land Board approve the investment of $400 million in INCAP Flat Rock Midstream Fund 4 LP, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions at this time? No questions. I'll go ahead and move to approve staff recommendation. A motion is made, seconded, and carried unanimously to approve item number 6. Thank you, Rusty.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Finally, I want to thank Lane Christensen and the team for coming in to answer our questions. We look forward to moving forward on a deal that could help diversify revenues for the portfolio. And Scott, I want to thank you again for joining the team for your service to the state of Texas. Your expertise will be very accretive to the portfolio, so welcome again.
Thank you very much.
And with that, and assuming no further business at this time, this meeting is hereby adjourned. Thank you.